Welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my interstate and overseas viewers. It's a very nice warm day in Chelsea for a change. 24 degrees and be 25 tomorrow.
Yep. Okay, well, how many views are you up to, Barry?
Hit 43,000.
43,000. Who would
only
have thought?
40,000 about months ago. 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, so people are viewing and clicking.
I'll mention some of
the
overseas viewers later.
At the end of the video, but we're going to review the grand final, the AFL grand final, a little bit later. But firstly, what are we talking about, Barry?
Well, we are talking about this when I was a bit of a superstar up in Chelsea, in Shepparton back in 1966. The year
well, this is 67, it says.
Was it 67, was it?
Yep.
No.
That's what it says there.
Oh, that's wrong, 66.
It says 16th of May 1967.
66. 67. We were runners up in 1966 when I played there, and we should have won that grand final. I kicked about 2 goals 6 that day. 2 goals 6, disgusting. But that was during the year when I got...
Let yourself down a little bit.
Well, yeah, that's right. It was a disgusting performance. But,
who were you playing for?
Lemnos.
And you won.
Now they're called Lemnos United now, I think. They amalgamated with a team on the other side about 15 years ago. But
so they called you the most effective GVL footballer this season.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
That's what you call being a all-round footballer.
And they got your head in the paper there, and they called you... You displaced Stanhope's Kevin Norman.
He played for one of the VFL sides back in the day.
And he was a fair player?
Good rover, yeah.
Very good rover.
Very good rover, but I fixed him up.
Fixed him right up.
That was I was on top there, and I think I finished runners up at the end of the year with Ray Willett. Ray Willett finished up, knocking me off, I think, at the finish. But
they're talking about how you showed real class.
That was one of the snippets, one of the sporting
Another
writers.
snippet?
They have these stories during a week after a game, and they picked that out. And yeah, I went around a pack, kicked a goal, and he said something about kicking a goal on it.
It says you go into position immediately, put the boot to the ball to his boot, and sent a perfect pass to full forward Len Cummins. Then former Rapunjat Brahma did not let it stop this. He kept moving forward in zone, creating loose man and marking passing from Cummins, and he goaled.
And kicked the goal, yeah. That was a pretty good bit of play. That's why he probably wrote it.
And it got you the leading goal kicker on the...
I was fourth in the goal kicking at the moment.
That's for the comp?
Yeah. And I finished up runners up to Lenny Cummings. I finished up with 50-something goals.
Yep.
And the year before I was up with Rapunjat, I finished up runners up in the Wimmera League goal kicking with 60 goals. So it was 110 goals in 2 years.
Well, very good.
Fair effort.
A very fair effort.
I'd say it's an extraordinary effort for a Rover.
Extraordinary effort. Excellent.
But I got beaten in the last game of the season for the top award in the paper award by Ray Willett.
Yep.
He got 3 votes and I got 2. He beat me by 1.
Ray Willett.
He was in the goal kicking there too, wasn't he? Played for Collingwood.
Down a fair bit down, like he's
Miles,
26 goals.
Well, yeah, Miles kicked more, 20, 30 goals more than him, but he played for Collingwood before he comes to Marubna.
Yeah.
Big man. Good fella, but. So that was a fair sort of coverage for for a young brat up and just when I left for
an upstart.
Bit of upstart, you know, plenty of upstarting about me, but that was a pretty good rap. I mean, it's got the headlines, Barry Peatling Heads Award.
Alright, very good. Well, we're going to get into the grand final, Sydney versus Hawthorn.
Bizarre. Turned out to be Colin. Everyone's expecting that, including me, I was expecting Sydney to win by at least between 6 and 12 goals.
Yeah.
And they got beaten by 11 goals. 63 points.
It was very interesting, wasn't it?
I never looked like getting out. I mean, the first quarter, they had a chance in the first 5 minutes of kicking 2 or 3 goals, but I kicked 1.
Yeah.
Franklin kicked 1. And after that, the game was over.
And I was thinking, like quarter time, I thought, Sydney still, this will be Sydney, they can come back any moment now.
Everyone's waiting for a comeback.
Yeah, and then half time, so I'm thinking, it's looking a bit, bleak. And then the third quarter, you're thinking, well, when are they going to come back? Maybe soon.
No, never.
And it was all over.
Never eventuate. They never looked like getting near them. just after, halfway through the second quarter, he was in control of the whole game.
Yeah.
And Luke Hodge, I'll say something about him, mate. That fella's a freak. He's a freak.
He is.
I mean, he takes a big mark and packs, and he kicks goals, and he's because he's captain, of course, but he's won 2 Norm Smith medals.
Yeah.
2. And played in 3 premierships. How good's that? I don't think Gary Abbott done that once, didn't he? Did he win 2 Norm Smiths?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
No, I think he had 1.
1, yeah.
I don't reckon anybody's won 2.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I stand to be corrected, but I don't think...
So, make a comment if you think there's someone, or if you know there's someone who's made a...
Well, people can write in...
They can write in, they can comment.
Reply... Whatever you want to say about my videos, you viewers out there, just
say it.
Feel free.
You don't care. You don't have hurt feelings.
I don't. I'm pretty easy going.
Yep. So was the Franklin factor too much, Barry?
Look, Franklin played very well.
Mm-hmm.
With opportunities he had down there. And I'll tell you something about Brian Lake.
Mm-hmm.
He's the most underrated fullback in the competition for the last 3 years.
Yep.
I mean, he left Footscray. He's cleaned him up.
He's Footscray won 2 premierships
and
in a row.
He fixed up Tippett.
Yep.
And then he fixed up Harry Franklin after the second half.
Crazy.
He's a marvel. He took a mark of the day in the second quarter. Now, but Franklin, he missed a couple of goals he could have kicked, but I thought he played all right. But he just didn't get the opportunities. He didn't get down there enough.
Yeah.
But it was just a very, very disappointing effort from Hawthorn, from Sydney, and I won't forget that. Look, only 11 goals, Colin. They got beaten by.
It was, wasn't it? Now, who stood out in the game, Barry?
Well, I just said before, Luke Hodge, he controlled, but I must mention Mitchell and Jordan Lewis. He's a very underrated player, number 3, Jordan Lewis. Yeah. He can play. He's got everything. He kick goals, he's tough, and he's very quick for his size, and takes a big mark. But Sam Mitchell, he might get 30 possessions. He does not waste 1 possession.
Yeah, he's very efficient.
He does not waste 1 disposal. God, he's clever.
Give us your group of best players, Barry.
Oh, there's a lot of them. I'll tell you that Roost, is it?
Yeah, Roost.
Langdon. Look, they got some.
Langdon was good, wasn't he?
That blonde. See that guy kick?
Oh.
That was a freak. I don't think
he's the son of what's his name?
Is that?
Yeah.
Is that Chris Langton's son?
Yep.
Wow, he's
different player.
They didn't have any passengers at all.
No.
They just took over and
they sort of went into the game. It looked like Sydney was very disappointing.
I reckon they went in too cocky. I reckon they're going to be a walkover. We'll just go on the ground. The game will go over. We'll finish up 10 goals in front. But they wasn't there. I wasn't with it.
Now, give us your votes, Barry.
Well, I give 1 vote.
1 vote.
1 vote to Sammy Mitchell. 2 votes to Jordan Lewis. And 9 votes to Luke Hodge.
Wow, he was good, wasn't
9 votes.
Now, just a little bit of the pre-game entertainment. What did you think of Tom Jones?
Tom Jones has always been one of my favourites. And I mean, I haven't been too wrapped in the way they picked these entertainers the last 10 or 15 years.
Except?
Because they had Meatloaf a couple of years ago. But this fella, when I heard he was going to be a halftime entertainer. Yeah. Right, and he was. And he had the whole crowd. The crowd was with him. And he just got a natural talent. And he's 65, isn't he?
Yeah. No, he's 70 odd.
Oh, he's 70?
Yeah.
He's lost a bit of weight.
74.
Hasn't lost his voice.
No, he's very good. So it was an excellent sort of pre-game.
Oh no, it was top class. When you got all the crowd behind you, and of course Mike Brady is back. And he got the crowd up there, Kazali. Well,
and I heard
should be on every year.
Motlop do a version of Up There Kazali, Geelong player.
Steve Motlop?
Yeah. Might not have seen that, but it was very good.
Mike Brady, people complained a few years ago that when he started that back in the 70s, Up There Kazali.
Oh, yeah, very good.
And they complained he wasn't on, and all of a sudden he got some brains and got him back on because as soon as he gets the audience are with him, seeing Up There Kazali. It goes on for about 10 minutes, but it was best halftime entertainment they've had for 20 years.
So that's pretty much
well done, Dylan McLaughlin.
Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for the football.
But it was a very disappointing game to watch, and all the overseas viewers will probably say, this is a bit too easy for Hawthorn and all that bullshit, but beg your pardon, the crap. But overall, it was a very good... And the crowd was only 100,000.
Yeah, that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
No, it's only over 100,000.
Yeah.
But But that's over for another year, and I still think that
football next year.
Sydney, watch out for Sydney next year, mate.
Yeah. Okay, Barry. Well, that's it for the football. The cricket is starting in a couple of weeks. Aussies versus Pakistan. What's the GO?
Well, I haven't got the official team sheet, but apparently Mitchell Marsh is going to be in the test side according to Darren Lehman.
I've heard that.
And I think that Clark's a bit doubtful for his hamstring.
Yeah.
He's always had a hamstring problem, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I don't think there'll be Mitchell Johnson's been going all right the last few weeks, and those one-day games over where they are, over Dabba-Dabby-Doo.
Dabby-Dabby-Doo.
Over the Arab places.
Yabba-Dabba-Doo.
But I think just say it's a tri-series.
No, it's three tests, and then they're going to do one days, and then a 2020.
And then they're back to Australia. I think they're playing India, aren't they?
We will confirm that next week. Yes.
But
so how do you think they're going to go?
Oh, look, Australia won't get beaten.
Easy.
Over there, won't easy.
Be
a 10-wicket job.
Yep.
Mitchell Johnson will just go through those packies.
He will run through the packies.
Shane
Watson.
Shane Johnson.
Watson.
Shane Watson is injured again for the 50,000th time, so he won't be playing.
Yeah, well, Mitchell Marsh is going to take his place.
Well, he's over the... I think he's about finished.
Yeah,
he's always going to do a lot of things. He just doesn't sort of get there half the time, does he? He's always injured.
Yep.
Chronic.
Anyway, so that's the cricket, and there's the Melbourne Cup coming up and all sort of stuff.
Oh,
and the Chelsea Football Club is looking very good.
Yeah, we told me before, it's all these players like... I just found that Knights is coming back, and Adam Anderson, who's a little star.
Yep.
A bit like Toddy Gardner.
Yep.
Toddy Gardner sort, style. And of course, you're getting 4 players from... With Brent Guerrero coming with. There's 4 players coming, at least 4. Good ones.
So we are thinking finals next year.
Well, I reckon that'll be the benchmark for sure.
Benchmark. At least finals, perhaps the granny.
Well, all depends these players he brings. If they're anything but over 60%, 70% good player, we're not going to have these 50% players.
No.
But that's some of the players that he played in the grand final. They won last 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Deer Park.
Yep. Like so we are going to dominate Chelsea.
Well, we don't get too far.
Yeah, come on.
Pump it up. Well, I reckon, I'm reasonably excited. It's only, the season just finished. I'm reasonably excited for next year.
All right.
And so should the supporters too.
Yes.
Get away membership, start buying them.
Yep. All right, let's talk about your Cheerios.
Oh, that's Spencer. It was in the paper last week about Brent Guerrero. There's apparently 6 or 8 teams trying to get him to come.
Yeah, but we got him. We got him.
Well done to Richard Howlett.
Very good.
If you're watching, well done.
Well done.
He's the president.
Cheerios, Barry.
Now we got some Cheerios. Always have Cheerios. I won't mention PH minute, but
international viewers.
I'll give them a bit of a go in a minute. But Annie and Carl and Lloyd was watching the video last week. She's over the house last week, and she was talking about the 6-month-old birthday parties.
Crazy.
And 18 months, and tickled her fancy. But anyway, yeah, we got a photo of PH here.
Here we go.
He's been watching the video.
Live.
There you are, PH. That's you and me at that reunion.
Yep.
And it's not a bad photo. PH takes I don't take a very good photos for someone I know, but that's a good photo of PH. And here's, you can tell Jerry to have a bit of a look at that for PH. He'll love that, and because that's me alongside you, but I don't take a very good photo.
You're drinking beer there, Barry. Well,
it's a reunion. I had a couple of cans that day, but it was, that's got 70 hits, Colin, that video.
Yeah.
70, I mean, so nobody knows us.
No.
There's 70 people watching it.
That's pretty good.
Might be someone watching 69 times.
Yeah, maybe.
Of course, now I've got some I mentioned
overseas, yeah.
I mentioned Andy Carl, didn't I?
Yep.
Now these overseas from Mexico, the Mexicans, USA, the Sri Lankans, the South Africans, India, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, and there's another one I just didn't. Oh yeah, Nepal.
Yes. You're big in Nepal.
The Mount Everest people. Yeah. I mean it's freezing cold up there, isn't it?
Yep.
40 below. Hope you're watching. Hope you're enjoying the videos from all the way down in Australia. We're down about 10 miles down below the. Where are we down the bottom of it?
Yes.
And they're right up top.
Yep.
So that was reasonable sort of bit of variety today. But PH, I hope Jerry's I reckon he's a good fella too, so I think he sounds like a good fella, Jerry. So he's West Tigers rugby man, and he's following Tigers. Meant to mention a few weeks ago. Jerry's following the Tigers.
Very good.
Jerry, follow next year because we'll be in the top 4 for sure. Hopefully.
So
that's all for me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Bye bye.